Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog. Today we are doing a 24-hour reading vlog. I've been wanting to do one of these challenges for a while. I've seen so many different versions of this challenge done by different people, and I just feel like for me personally, the way that I want to go about this is in a more realistic sense. If you're new to my channel, I am a mom to a 6-year-old, almost 7-year-old, so obviously I have to take care of her. I don't want to just focus on the fact that I just need to be reading so quickly. I want to truly enjoy the books that I'm reading throughout this challenge. I want to be able to underline things, little quotes here and there that just kind of speak out to me and give it the love that it deserves. And I just kind of want to take my time at the same time, but also seeing how many books I can get through in a span of 24 hours. So as I said, I feel like I've seen so many different people do this challenge in ways that fit them best. And they kind of adapt the challenge to themselves, depending on their life, depending on the season that they're in. So for me, what this challenge is gonna look like is basically, we're gonna set a timer on our phones for 24 hours. I will be pausing the timer only in situations like if I need to make my kiddo something to eat for lunch, and then also when I go to sleep tonight. So I am naturally somebody who stays up so late at night, but I'm so excited to do this challenge. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I was just trying to figure out a way that it would work best for me with the schedule that I have and everything. So I'm really excited. I'm really nervous. I actually did not get much sleep last night, and I planned ahead and I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep at a decent hour. Of course, it would be my luck that I get a horrible night's rest the night before I'm gonna do a 24-hour reading challenge. So it was just a whole thing where I kept kind of waking up, falling back asleep. So this morning, instead of starting at the time that I initially wanted to, it is now currently 10:23. So we are starting a little bit later than what I wanted to, but I got up earlier this morning, made my kiddo something to eat, and kind of just got things situated so that I could just focus on reading. But yes, I am so excited about this challenge. I feel like I can do this. I really just want to make sure that I'm enjoying these books, that I'm giving them the attention, the focus that they deserve, and make sure that I'm taking my time, that I'm fully invested in it, and that I'm just enjoying them to their full potential. So far, I have 3 picked out, but the first one that we're going to start with is one that I actually mentioned in a recent vlog. I started it and I read like the first chapter before going into a movie, and then I just had like the worst week of my life, just me being dramatic. But it was a tough week, and then I started to read other books, and I kind of left this one behind. Not because I didn't enjoy it, I couldn't have known that much anyway from a chapter, but we're just gonna start over on this book. We need to revisit it. So yeah, this is Better by Far by Hazel Hayes. It looks like this. This book, I feel is gonna be a tearjerker. We're gonna revisit it and we're gonna start it over because I was only a chapter in. So we're just gonna hit replay on this. But I wanted to read the synopsis really quick. It says, following a breakup, Kate and Finn agree on an unusual arrangement. With 12 weeks left on their lease, the two will share the house they dreamt of living in together, apart, alternating week by week so that they are occupying the same space, but never at the same time. This one, I feel like this is gonna break my heart. Or mend it, I don't know. But yeah, we are starting off with this book, and I feel good. But I got some coffee with me, as you guys saw. I just made myself some coffee a little bit ago, fed my kiddo. I feel like I'm still trying to wake up. To be honest, I am doubting myself. Anyways, I feel like I'm literally holding on for dear life to any type of energy in my body right now. I feel like I am running on empty. I'm wearing my cozy little sweater here. I've got my coffee, and yes, it's gonna be good. I'm honestly just so tired, and I'm just like, I'm trying to wake up for the life of me right now. I'm trying to get some kind of life and not look so freaking dead. I got up this morning, I put some makeup on. I don't even know why, to be honest. I was falling asleep halfway through putting my foundation on, but I'm just like, we have to power through this right now. I was feeling as though if I put some amount of makeup on that maybe I would feel more alive, but honestly, she's dead inside right now, and I'm just not sure how much that helped, to be honest. But anyways, I am definitely stalling at this point. Okay, we're gonna stop yapping. Let's get this challenge started. This book literally jumps right into like the grief of their breakup, and I'm over here already just like, I feel like my eyes keep watering. There's already so much grief that the main character is dealing with, and I just know that me not even being like that far into this book yet, and it's already making me feel emotions. I'm just like, oh no, I'm in for it. So far it's tugging at the heart, and I don't know, I'm excited for this. Okay, so I've officially reached the 1.5 hour mark. I've currently read this much. I can usually tell within the first couple chapters if I'm going to enjoy a book. I love those books that kind of have a style of writing that kind of just captivate you and automatically just like suck you in. And this book, I feel like I'm just turning the pages wanting to just absorb more of this story. It's already so heartbreaking because she's basically recounting when her and her ex first met. I'm just finding so much beauty in this author's writing, and there are so many moments already where my eyes have just watered up. I'm just like, no, it's too soon. And I'm loving this story so far. I feel so invested into it, and I feel like this author is doing such a great job at not leaving any gaps, and where she is from her POV, the pain that she's enduring, the grief over that things are ending or have ended, and it's so good. And the fact that I'm only this much into it and there's just so much left to uncover, and I'm already feeling so emotional over it. It's just, I am loving this so far. Yeah, this is really good. But yes, I'm so excited to keep reading more. I am totally invested into it, and I'm taking my time as well. I feel like I'm going through the pages somewhat quickly, but at the same time, I'm taking time to underline things. I feel like I've underlined so many things throughout these pages, and I'm loving it so far. So I am currently at 2 hours and 52 minutes, 8 minutes shy of 3 hours into this challenge. I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm starting to get pretty hungry, not gonna lie. And I just remembered that I have some chicken salad in the fridge, so I want to make myself a quick sandwich. My stomach is basically eating itself at this point, and we need to get some food in us. But I'm also thinking that I want to change the scenery a little bit, and by changing the scenery, I literally just mean getting out of bed and going to my desk instead. So I think I'm gonna make myself a very quick sandwich and then set myself up at my desk for a few minutes just to kind of stretch out a little bit. I don't know. I need a change of scenery or else I feel like I'm gonna go crazy. But that is the plan. I'm gonna go make myself a sandwich really quick and continue to read as I eat, so we don't waste any time, obviously. But so far, I am on page 125. I'm about to start The Morning Moon. There's no numbers to the chapters, and I honestly lost count at this point. But this is the progress so far. I've read this much, which I am pretty impressed with myself. We haven't even hit the 3-hour mark yet. And I feel like this is pretty good for me anyway. This book is really deep, a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. I knew that it was going to be a tearjerker just because of the synopsis of it when I read it, but going into it, it just feels heavy at times, but in the best way, and I'm really enjoying it so far. But right now, I'm getting so hungry. So let's make something to eat really quick, and then we will continue reading. You guys, this book is making me so emotional, and it's just in the best way, and it's so good. I had to charge my camera because it was running on low battery, and I was just so invested that I wasn't paying attention. So in case the camera quality just looks a little weird, that's why. I'm currently on page 144. I've read this much now and have this much left. I feel like this is going to be a 5-star read for me. So far it's a 4. It's pulled me in so much since literally the first chapter, and it is so good. It's so deep. It's pulling feelings out of me from a certain perspective, but at the same time, like, it's so hard to convey. But this book is like so heavily rooted in grief and what that feels to the main character, or what that feels like for the main character. But at the same time, it has such a way of bringing you enlightenment in the middle of that grief and in the middle of those hard emotions. And it's so good. It's so good, and I'm so happy that I'm reading this and that we started off with this one first. But yeah, I just needed to update because I have so many thoughts. I have so many thoughts, and it's such a good read so far. This author is literally so good. Some of the things that she writes, and literally just like, I don't think I've ever like talked while reading a book. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm also having so much fun with this vlog. I feel like I'm in a virtual like book club or something, but this book is full of just like pen writing my thoughts, like underlining things, putting little asterisks. I've even found myself like doing little doodles in this book. It's so good. Just the way that things are worded, I'm just like, she's so good. She's so good. I feel like at this point, I definitely need some caffeine of some sort. I'm feeling so tired right now, but we need to go into our next book. So I think I'm gonna make myself a matcha, and then we will dive right into the next book. This lighting is so terrible right now. I'm so sorry. It's so dark in here. But I just reached 11 hours and 26 minutes. I'm really excited about the progress that I've made. I'm not gonna lie, although I am feeling tired because last night I just did not get a good night's rest, so I am starting to feel it at this point at 11 hours in. But I'm super excited. I'm on book 2 still. So far, I've read this much of the book, and I have this much left. I'm currently on chapter 12. I'm pretty confident that I can finish this tonight before I go to bed. It's currently a little bit past 10. I'm honestly not sure how late I want to stay up tonight because I feel pretty fried from not having a good night's rest last night, but I'm really trying to at least finish book number 2 today, and then I want to tackle one more tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I am going to pause the timer when I go to bed and then start it immediately in the morning upon waking up because I'm just going to go right back at it. So, but yes, I'm actually enjoying making this vlog quite a bit. It's more challenging than I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a breeze, but maybe it would have been if I would have gotten enough sleep last night, but I didn't. So here we are. But even though we're struggling through it at this hour, we're still pushing through. Right now I'm feeling okay-ish though. I just wanted to give a quick update, but yes, back to reading. Hello. Okay, so we are a whole day later. I've gotten some rest. I feel like myself again. Also, I ended up getting a haircut in case I look totally different from the other clips that I've just filmed. That is why I'm still getting used to it, and I feel very weird. So yeah, so anyways, I just wanted to go over the books really quickly, kind of give an update, a very short and sweet review of the books that I read. So we did end up getting through 3 books. I am so stoked about it. I'm very proud of myself because I was struggling by the second book. I didn't anticipate how challenging this challenge was going to be, but I am honestly very impressed that we got through 3 books. We read all 3 of these in the span of 24 hours, and I felt so fried afterwards. I could not wait just to get a good night's rest, a full night's rest, because my sleep schedule in the last 24 hours was just so off, and which was to be expected, but still, I didn't know what to expect going into this reading challenge, but I'm so happy that we did it. But we are on the other side now of this challenge. We are feeling good, we're feeling well rested, and very proud of ourselves. So I read Better by Far, and then I also read Midnight at the Bright Ideas bookstore, and I read 5-Star Stranger. So I think the only one that got a 5-star rating for me was Better by Far, which was the first one. I feel like I did a pretty good job at kind of telling you guys my thoughts as I was reading this. I don't want to make this portion of the video so long, and since I kind of did dive into my ideas as I was reading this with you guys, I will kind of spare you from that and kind of repeating things that I've already said. But for the most part, this was a very easy 5-star read for me. I'm so happy that we started off strong with this book. I underlined and just wrote my notes in here so much. I felt like every single page I was underlining something. There was just things that were resonating with me. And just in general, I loved the way that this author wrote this book. I honestly loved everything about this book from literally the first chapter. I feel like I was constantly hoping that this book wouldn't let me down by the end of it or by the middle of it, and it did not disappoint at all. I feel like I'm going to be raving about this book for a long time. This easily became at the top of my list of my favorite books for 2024. I just cannot recommend this book enough. It's so beautifully written. It deals with so much grief. There's so much hope in it. There's so much enlightenment in the middle of the grieving process. And I don't know, it's one of those books that I just finished reading and I knew that I was going to wish that I could read this for the first time again. But I am so happy that we started off strong with this book. I could honestly talk about it forever, but it was so good. There were just so many moments in it where I just resonated so much, and I just fell in love with the way that she was writing, the way that she would say certain things that would just hit, and I don't know, guys, I'm in love with this book. Please pick it up. It is so amazing. And then the next one that I ended up reading was 5-Star Stranger by Kat Tang. This book was so good as well. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4-star. I think I had talked about it in other previous vlogs before, but this book is basically about this man that has been with this company for about 10 years, and he basically gets hired on to do random jobs for people, whether that's pretending to be your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend, your brother, you name it, he's probably done it. But he basically gets hired on to play these roles, and he gets ratings for it on an app, and his longest hire was by this mother. She hired him basically to play the role of her daughter's father because she didn't have a dad growing up. So basically from the age of 2 all the way to 11, I believe, this man is playing the role of her father, sees her once a week, basically cooks for her, picks her up from school, the whole thing. I don't want to give anything away, so I just don't want to say too much, but it does take a turn in the middle of the book, and somebody basically threatens to reveal who he really is and what he does for a living, which would honestly be just terrible for his business, for what he does for a living. The whole point of what he does is that he has to conceal his identity and make sure that nobody else recognizes him, his other clients that he has. So yeah, it is so good. I really enjoyed this one so much. I felt like it was kind of a quick read, to be honest. I think it was only like 200 and some pages long, but it was super enjoyable. I really loved it. It did a good job at helping you stay engaged, and yeah, I really enjoyed this one a lot. And then the last one that I read, Midnight at the Bright Ideas Bookstore by Matthew Sullivan. This book was so good. It was almost a 5-star read for me. I also judge books by how I feel at the end of reading them. And although this book was so close to being a 5-star read, the feeling that I got from Better by Far was Better by Far. But it was such a close tie with the rating aspect of it, but this one just left me feeling just so in love with, and that sounds so silly to say, but like I felt like I had a relationship with this book, and I loved it so much. Is that weird? I stayed engaged from beginning to end. It was so good. I would definitely recommend this. There is a trigger warning on this. It deals with murder, very detailed description of the murder that happens within this story, as well as somebody unaliving themselves. So just be aware of that going into it. It's kind of heavy in that aspect, and it does provide some detailed descriptions of things that deal with that nature. So yeah, I would just be cautious going into it if you do decide to read it. Yeah, I didn't want to make this portion so long, but yes, these are the books that we ended up reading. So with the 3 of these books together, I ended up reading a total of 859 pages. That is a lot of page turning, and I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled that we got through it, because I was really doubtful going into this, but I'm so excited about it, and that we are feeling alive and well today, because like I said, I did not sleep much. I didn't even know what time of the day it was. I saw the sun go down. I closed my eyes for a second. I opened them up and I started to read again. It was crazy, but I'm so excited that I ended up doing this challenge. I don't know how frequently I will be doing that, but I would definitely do it again. Definitely would love to do that in the near future again, because I got through 3 books on my bookshelf in a span of 24 hours. Like, I honestly doubted myself. I didn't think that I could do it, but here we are on the other side of things. But I'm so thrilled, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. Definitely let me know if you were bored to death with this type of content, or if you guys would like for me to do more, again, at the cost of my sleeping schedule and my sanity surrounding that. I won't do it too frequently, but every once in a while, I'd love to sprinkle that type of content in here if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys about that, about these books. Definitely pick these up. I'm definitely going to list them in the description box. That way you guys can check them out if you'd like. But anyways, yes, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I feel so weird. I hardly ever do proper outros, but since I wanted to talk about these, here we are. But yes, I hope that you guys are having a great season in your life right now. Yes, I will catch you guys on my next one. Bye!